September 8th, and welcome everybody to your edition of the Windy City Savage. I am your co-host, and introduce yourself.
It's me. It's SG3. How y'all doing tonight, man?
I think we're doing pretty good tonight. Alrighty, let's get into the news. What is going on with CM Punk, AJ Lee, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch? They're all facing each other at WrestlePalooza, brother. It's set, it's stone. AJ Lee gave them an ultimatum saying, if you want your Intercontinental Champion back, Becky, either you come, grab it, get that ass whoop again, or you accept our challenge for WrestlePalooza. So obviously, Seth came in, tried to talk some sense to AJ, which that never goes well if history, shows us anything.
Literally.
And obviously, CM Punk came, scared the hell out of Seth, ran out of the ring, and due to frustrations, accept the challenge.
Head on the line.
By the way, good crowd reaction for AJ Lee's return in Chicago. Good crowd reaction overall.
Also for her Milwaukee tonight.
Milwaukee as well. Good start of a promo. She's back. She's in good shape still. She's ready to roll. She's ready to, start getting into the ring. So this is not like one of your other, women's legends that come in and do a match here and there. AJ Lee's still pretty young. She's only 38.
Okay.
So she has a lot left to give us.
She did take a 10-year hiatus, so.
Yeah, a little ring rust. I
Mhm.
mean, it's going to be CM Punk type of status, but eventually CM Punk got the ring rust out of him and started giving us bangers of a matches when he came back from his long hiatus. So let's just take it back a notch. Her ring return, SmackDown. What do you think of it?
It was good, bro. It was really, really good. I saw the way, like, the whole setup was there. It was perfect. You know what? Right at the end of the night, just y'all have been waiting, y'all have been anticipating for AJ Lee to come out. We said her name all night, and you know what? Cool. We'll give it to you at the end. First, we're gonna give you what we promised you: Cena, Lesnar, right off the bat.
Well, we're gonna talk about that. But like, I like the way that Punk even said, you don't think I got shooters in the crowd? Like, I get my sister on you.
She'll kick your ass. I got called Rhea Ripley.
I could call Bailey anytime.
Yeah.
And then kind of gave us that little like, what if I'm just messing with you guys? And then went all the way, and that's when AJ Lee came out. When he said, I don't hit a woman, but I know someone that does.
I do have somebody that does.
Yeah, she came out to a great pop, great debut. Couldn't have done it any better. Did her promo skipping, and then came the crazy ass whooping that she's been known for. Honestly,
did you see at the end though? Like after SmackDown went off air?
Yeah, I saw her hold the belt. And
supposedly though, what they're saying was that Stu, the cameraman, the one that's like walking them like down the ramp or like up the ramp, stopped them and said, "Hey guys, go do another one." Triple H himself was like, "Hey, let them go ahead and like enjoy this moment. Like let her get that like good hair, like feel good moment." So that's what like they went ahead and did, which I think was pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That way they could get like soak in the reaction for both people, because I'm sure it's big enough for Punk as well as the AJ.
Oh man, it's super huge, man. This is why she's back after so long. Like it's really freaking awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, she signed a contract,
multi-year, full-time contract, dude.
Yeah, because like I said, she's 38, and I think she wants to give it one more run. I do think after these 5 years, she's probably gonna call it quits after that and take a backstage role.
Yeah,
just because I think we've talked about this in the past. Mental health, and she's probably at a better stage of her life, but it still takes a toll on you. It really does. But she said in her promo, therapy, hype, promoted it, does well for you. Anyone out there, that needs help, like AJ Lee is bipolar, and she did seek out a lot of help. She wrote it on her book and how she dealt with it and how hard it was. At the time, WWE was run differently, created it, and it wasn't doing well for her. But now that we do have new people under, the whole program, and then Punk's really taking more of a backstage role, I think things will be a lot different for her, and she'll find it a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's really good for her. So I was also thinking, besides her now, there's not that many women left they could get a big pop like that in a return. There's only one that comes to mind for me that's left at this point, but she's like one of the last women wrestlers that could get a big reaction. I mean, yeah, you have your Trish, you have your Litas, but we're talking about Omega.
I just thought about it.
What do you think?
Saraya, aka Paige.
See, I could see her get a pop, but actually, I was thinking someone else.
Oh,
well, she's in another promotion right now.
Toni Storm.
No, she hasn't. She was never big in WWE, but someone that was just as big as WWE that she is big now in AEW. CEO.
Oh yeah, Mercedes Moné. Sorry, I had to think about it. Yeah,
I think if she ever comes back, she's gonna get one of the loudest reaction. Because I mean, she was already loved in WWE.
She really was,
and she's still big in AEW. Whether you hate her or love her, she's still big in both promotions. And if she ever makes back her return, I think she'll get just a loud reaction as AJ Lee. Nice feel good moment. And like we said, match is set in stone. WrestlePalooza, we do have the return of AJ in the ring, as well as Punk versus Seth and Becky. It's turned out to be a pretty good card. So we'll give our predictions probably next week once we get closer to the event.
Yeah,
I think it will be next week. But yeah, Monday. So far I like it, and I'm actually very invested in this whole feud now even more because it was starting to get a little bit stale.
Yeah,
and now that you brought AJ, things will get interesting. It really would. So you were saying about SmackDown earlier on, Cena. We did have a promo between Cena and Sami Zayn.
Fantastic promo, by the way. Fantastic promo. I loved it.
But you noticed that Sami did get booed off Chicago crowd.
I'll tell you this, dude. It didn't matter who it was. You could have had, honestly, like a Cody Rhodes. He would have gotten booed because they were cheering for Cena hardcore. But that was a super pro Cena crowd.
But the thing is, though, what is they didn't know what the whole segment was going to be about. It's not like Sami came in to interrupt and talk bad about Cena. Some of this makes me worried that I feel like Sami Zayn's starting to get that fatigue effect that Cena got back in his day, because everything that Sami's been doing, he's been pushed to the top. And I feel like I'm not saying that's everybody, but they could be a couple of pro crowd wrestlers out there kind of getting sick of Sami going over Karrion Kross, winning the US title all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And predictions is that he might win the Rumble. Could be the Sami Zayn fatigue. So let's just see the next time he comes out this Friday, how the crowd will react to him. I don't know where, but we'll find out. But let's just keep that in mind, But they did have a match later on, by the way, we got a
WWE Movie Maker. Hey, welcome back. What if he becomes 2015 Roman Reigns? Oh, geez. So here's what I was going to say. Do you think maybe WWE did that sabotage on purpose?
What, Roman Reigns?
No, not the Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn this past Friday.
Nah, because this was set in stone, actually.
So, no, I get it. But my question is, imagine this. Like, let's put it, you save Cena Sami for a different night, whatever, right? But this Friday, you would have had some random heel come out and talk trash for Cena. Set up that match. Because regardless, Brock was still going to squish him.
I don't know where you're going with this, bro, this much, but it was like, I think it was set 3 days before that Sami was going to come out. Like, I already knew this ahead of time. Maybe that's why, too. Maybe they just got tired of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, at this point, like, would you have done somebody else? Would you have brought somebody else out?
I mean, if you already had it set in stone, I don't think so, man. Because in the end, you only have a few days left for Cena to wrestle. And who else better than Sami Zayn? It made sense. The whole story made sense.
Of course.
And the match between them was awesome.
It was a good match.
It was nice that Cena paid homage to a lot of the wrestlers.
Angle, Edge, Randy Orton.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of great stuff. Oh, I mean, honestly, dude, it was like a banger of a match. One of the best SmackDown matches in a long time. But yeah, 2015 Roman Reigns. I hope not.
I hope not.
Oh, Jesus is right on the money on that.
Well, AJ Styles Gaming Geek 101, will AJ Styles retire WrestleMania 2026?
2026 with AJ Reese. Would that make sense, I guess, for him to retire then? He doesn't have much left. I think whenever his contract expires is basically when he's done.
Yeah.
I don't think WWE is going to give him a whole year like they did to Cena because, and it's nothing against AJ, I'm sure. It's just that, AJ's not an old WWE lifer like Cena was. If his contract expires around WrestleMania time, I could see that. And I could see that putting over the new generation because I feel like he's one of those type of people that would do that for someone else. If he does, man, hell of a career. Honestly, I would be really sad. I'm a big AJ fan as well.
He really is.
What else we got?
The other one, like the way they booed Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble 2015. What if they gave Sammy the same treatment? Because we all know they want to put the world title on him.
I like that. See, that's a good way to approach this. Okay, so let's get back to your point then about that. Knowing what you knew, if a crowd's gonna boo you, are you gonna put them in that same spot that Roman Reigns got put in at that time?
I wouldn't. Like, you could have him do a one-off match with Sammy down the road, like before, because we still have 3 months left.
Yeah.
And it's like you could just do like a Survivor, whatever, just a random match, put him in, cool, like no sport, no, like build up a little bit of a story. But like right now, though, the way you kind of did it, it was like you knew he's in Chicago. You know Chicago's going to give love now to Cena because it's his last time here. And why you're going to basically sabotage Sami Zayn at that moment?
I don't, hell, dude, but that's the thing. If let's just say Orton came out, I don't think Orton would have got booed. I don't think it was just because of Sammy being a babyface. I could have put anyone on that spot. I don't think he would have got booed like that. Anyone else?
Well, he got booed at first, then got cheered because they thought he would come out to interrupt. Got cheered again, and then later on during the match, he was getting.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's the fatigue. He got booed. He got mixed throughout the whole segment. Yeah. I wouldn't call it cheers as much. It was more just mixed. Why not? I would just say book him like Roman. It worked for Roman. I mean, WWE really needs a top guy. Sami Zayn is a good face, and besides Cody Rhodes, Orton's getting old. I mean, there's not that many people left.
By the way, I'm sorry, I had to look something up. AJ Styles' current contract with WWE is set to expire around February 2026 before Mania.
They probably extended just. They did extend it.
They extended it because of the foot injury.
Yeah, but
so it's already So basically, it's already extended. So
no, what I'm saying is they're going to extend it. I'm sure by Mania for at least the one-off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would see them doing that. Just working off a little one-off and just that type of. We'll just give you one more match at Mania and that's it. So that could happen. I could see them finishing it up and calling it quits, and that would be a good career for AJ Styles. Oh yeah, by the way, so would you think that Cena only has a few Raw matches left as well? You think there's a big possibility we could get an AJ versus Cena at a Raw?
Probably.
That would be amazing to me. If they did that with Sammy, why wouldn't they run it back with AJ?
True.
Where the fans are asking for it. Let's just do it. I mean, AJ's gonna have his run's coming to an end. So it's Cena. I say do it. I mean, book it already. What else we got here?
He says, I would like to see Mr. Beast YouTuber in Royal Rumble 2026.
Yeah, I don't think that man wants to be in the ring. That guy is so rich. He'll pay Speed to get back in there.
Literally.
And break his other shoulder, whatever he broke that day. But yeah. So let's talk about Matt Riddle real quick.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so Matt Riddle no-showed a charity event in the UK. GWK. Quick. And he basically took the deposit, and which is still odd. So for a charity event, if you're doing something for charity, most likely you're not getting paid and it's coming out of your pocket. So the fact that the man took the deposit and then complained about not getting booked properly, as well as, not getting what he wanted, an extra meal, better seats, all this other stuff that he demanded, hotels, I guess. And I guess he wanted a meet and greet too earlier, but he didn't get none of that. So he no-showed the event and
took the deposit and ran.
Well, originally he took the deposit and ran. I think it was Simon Miller. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a wrestler slash YouTuber, really popular guy. I used to follow him back in the day. I don't follow him as much, but I like the dude. He was supposed to wrestle him, no showed. Simon Miller was confused. And I feel like if hadn't this caused controversy the way it did, I feel like he would have just said, fuck it, I'm taking the deposit. But since it caused so much backlash, I feel like he just said, shit, I got to give the deposit back. Because, I mean, Simon Miller had the channel. Simon Miller's going to get all that stuff out there, and she should. For a charity event, should. What the hell, man? You're looking bad. Then he comes out with this version of the side of the story, which he said he did give the deposit back, which he did. They confirmed it, that he did give out the deposit in the end. But the fact is that just because he didn't get what he wanted for the type of main event person that he is, that, he shouldn't be doing it. It's not worth it to him. He said he didn't know it was for a charity event, but I feel like that's probably would have been discussed earlier, and I feel like he's just not telling us fully the truth. What's your opinion about this real quick?
Honestly, dude, Matt Riddle is a very controversial person with everything going on with him. I think at this point, the last thing you want to do is tarnish your image even more.
Well, did you hear his old interview?
The one where he said about that and the other thing?
Well, he said, fuck the Me Too movement.
Yep. I don't want to say
it. Which was just stupid. But because he did get accused. What?
Riddle was jealous. I kind of sounded even better.
Yeah, well, so he did say Me Too, which he did get accused a while back. He also, He also took a jab at CM Punk and took a bigger jab at AJ Lee, which none of them had nothing to do with this. Very disrespectful comments, especially for AJ Lee. The man's not one to talk. He really isn't. I think I know why he took jabs at them, because everybody was like, why you take a jab at them? Because he wants Punk to react, Punk to say something, and then he wants Punk. Then he's going to be like, well, if you think you're more of a man than me, meet me in the octagon.
Yeah.
Just to get that reaction and make Punk look bad. But I think Punk's smart enough to know I'm not going to respond to this fucking idiot, which he shouldn't. As well as he telling his fans basically to fuck off, you guys are morons. Yeah, so look, man, I was never a big Riddle guy. I wasn't really high on him. Well, besides that, but Matt Riddle in itself, to me, was a main event guy. I'm not gonna lie. He had the talent, he had the look, he was pretty good on the mic. Charisma, natural charisma.
Literally.
And I don't know, man. It just went left field, especially his last days in WWE when he was starting all these problems at the airport with security, and then the Me Too thing happened to him.
I think for him, his whole thing started when he was supposed to win the Rumble, didn't win it in 22.
Well, I think part of it was because of the issues that was happening backstage during that time. All that stuff was happening to him. So I think they were going to plan, but then he started showing all these issues. And I'm going to give WWE credit. They didn't put the rocket to him, because then it would have been bad. Yeah. All this publicity came out and it would have been horrible for them. So smart. But then afterwards, you just kept going more into a rabbit hole. I do remember, I think it was like 2 years ago at a New Japan PLE out here in the Windy City. He did wrestle, I forgot what's his name, and took the loss. And as soon as he took the loss, he just got out of the ring and walked out real quick. And he no-sold it, basically. Like, he didn't get hurt. He was like, all right, I'm done. Collect my paycheck, go. It was a bad look. And I think he did get a lot of backlash for that. The guy, look, you're in the independent scene. There's only so many places going to book you if you keep, bailing out and becoming more of an issue. You should be lucky you're getting booked. It's like you really are. I don't know, man. The guy is not doing him any favors if he ever wants to return to WWE, because at this point, and not only that, but as well, Dana White doesn't like him.
Nope.
He's failed so many drug tests. That's what
three.
Where are you gonna go, dude? He's talking about he wants to go back into fighting. Well,
I think at this point, unfortunately, Matt Riddle's becoming that person like that, still trying to get into the spotlight. So he's like, I'm just gonna become as viral and as moment as I possibly can, and my name's gonna be out there whether you like it or not. So I feel like it is.
Nah, for 5 minutes, but it's not gonna last so long. This is just like the bad publicity. It's not a good publicity.
I feel like he's one of those people that as long as his name is in everyone's mouths, he's okay with it.
Okay, so what happened to Enzo? Enzo was like that for a bit, and where did that get him?
And yeah, but so let's go back on some of the comments. First, I want to see Brock versus Lesnar. I want to see Brock Lesnar versus job recruitment agencies in the gauntlet match. Riddle is jealous.
All right, just a little bit, yeah. Riddle versus Ryback would be. What do you think? You got?
Just because he's just funny. I go Ryback.
Were we talking about legit fight or WWE type of match? If it's legit fight, obviously Riddle. If it's WWE, let's just go with Feed Me More.
Literally. Riddle could learn a lot from Matt Cardona.
But that's the thing, though. Matt Cardona did not go off the rails like this. Matt Cardona was smart.
You could learn a lot.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, there's a difference level. Matt Cardona has sanity.
Yeah.
Riddle's just an idiot.
Literally.
There's nothing he could learn because he's an idiot. Like, I get what you're saying, but there's other independent wrestlers that could learn from Matt Cardona. Riddle can't. He's a lost cause. He really is.
Another one. He's acting like a professional diva for someone working on the independent scene.
Exactly my fucking point. You should be lucky that you're even getting booked. You're even like he wants first class type of shit, but you're not a first class wrestler anymore.
No.
Where the fuck do you think any independent show is gonna book you that way? They're gonna lose money. If anything, they're not gonna pay you all this stuff. They're not even making that much on shows. They're only filling out, if they're lucky,
a high school gym.
High school gym, that's what, 200 people if they're lucky? That's a good day for them.
Yeah.
To pay you all that, they're going to lose money? Fuck that. I'd rather, if I was an independent promoter, I'd rather not book you. Fuck your name. But that's just me.
All right, most people don't even know his name. So that's why I started OnlyFans to stay relevant.
I mean, I don't know who subscribes to that shit, but anyways.
Last but not least, will we ever see Jon Moxley return to WWE? Never say never. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt that says "Hell froze over."
Will we ever see Jon Moxley return to WWE?
Hell froze over.
No. I don't think so. And I would say this: if you go back to his interview when he first joined AEW, he had created differences with WWE. He didn't like the way he was getting booked, and yes, that was under Vince McMahon's vision. But look at Jon Moxley's style of wrestling. It's not WWE based. It never will be.
No.
He likes to be out there. Could he do that maybe as he gets older? Maybe so. But they also think they had issues with Renee as well. So, and right now, AEW's paying him this amount. Why would he want to go back? He has creative control in this company. I think even Jericho recently said that, I don't know where all these talks about me leaving AEW, I'm still here. That's what he did say. Like, I'm not sure why all this started. So
actually, it's funny you said that. Look at the next comment. Could you imagine the Royal Rumble 2026 and all you hear is 3, 2, 1, break the walls down?
I mean, we got to find out, man. I mean, we only got TikTok, his contract expires pretty soon. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. Cody's taking the
hostage.
Honestly, he has to lose to Drew McIntyre. I know that's rumored to be a program at WrestlePalooza. I feel like Cody as champion has never really appealed to me. I think Drew definitely
deserves the title, dude.
I think he deserves that undisputed title. I think he should take it off of him. Cody's supposed to disappear anyways because of the movie, so why not just, take the strap off of him? Do you really want to see this guy all the way to fucking Mania? I don't. But
would you ever see him right now with the movie?
I don't think they're going to take the title off because they want him to go to the red carpet with the title.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just getting kind of bored of Cody. So yeah, Matt Riddle, piece of shit.
Literally.
For him to do this, I don't know what's going on with that guy. I don't think he's gonna get relevant this way, dude. It just didn't work for Enzo. Enzo, to give him credit, is not bashing Enzo at all. He did turn his life around.
Mm-hmm.
He had the same thing with Matt Riddle was going through, actually. He even had the Me Too.
Yeah.
It wasn't proven that the I guess nothing was proven, but he had everything the same way. People hated him. He was not like in the locker. He was starting a lot of random shit out there. He was trying to do the Matt Riddle thing he's doing now. It didn't work out with him, and eventually he became a joke. In general, people forgot about him, and I think he's doing stuff in the independent scenes, but he's a whole different character now. He's actually better worker.
I thought he was in TNA.
Maybe now. I don't know. I don't watch TNA, but he probably is. But even then,
I'm sorry, I gotta look it up. Keep going.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, that's, to me, I don't think Matt Riddle's going to stay relevant for this long. I don't think so. There's only so much stuff you could say until people stop, like, all right, he's still talking. Like, he's going to get ignored, and eventually he's just going to disappear through the air. So as well, HBO and AEW has teamed up. All right, so co-host, I want you to listen to this.
Hear me.
HBO, AEW team up to give you guys the PLE that you guys deserve, but it comes for a price.
Literally.
So you get $39.99 instead of the $49.99 for an AEW PLE, but you still have to subscribe to HBO Max. So if you do the math, you're actually losing $5 because you have to subscribe and then buy their PLE. So if anything, this costs you more to actually watch it on HBO Max.
Literally.
Look, Tony Khan, you could have competed with WWE WrestlePalooza.
Here was a moment. Literally was a moment to do it.
You could have came out with HBO and been like, you know what? And I don't think also this was also a Tony Khan move. I feel like this is also HBO said, nah, fuck that. We got to make some money here.
Literally.
And so eventually they just like, it has to be 39. That's it. And Tony Khan should have fought back and be like, look, we got competition this week. Can we at least do $19.99? I feel like that would have been. Nah, there's no way that was gonna be.
I'm just saying, like $9.99. A lot of people would have been jumping on it. Like, why not?
Yeah, but I just don't think in this day of age and inflation. I think let's put it this way.
Fine. $11.99.
I feel like $19.99 would have been the sweet spot. $29.99 would have been. You're kind of pushing it, but after that, what was the point? Big failed. You could have competed with the WrestlePalooza this way, and it would have looked good. It would have looked good for you guys. It really would have. But that's also why he had to push back to the start time, I guess, 3 o'clock.
1 o'clock our time.
Yeah, so in general, it's 2 Eastern. So regardless, the reason why obviously is WrestlePalooza. He said it's because of the success of All In. Not All In. The Forbidden Door PLE. Because it was start time was earlier and they did very well. That's what he said. He's trying to use it, as an excuse, basically. Overall, it just doesn't look good. As far as WrestlePalooza, there was no way he was gonna win this. Okay, so put it this one. When I mean win this, had he go head to head, it would have looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
When he pushed it back, it was gonna look bad. There is no way this man was gonna win. Now, as a promoter, I'll give him some credit. Smart. It's really smart for you to push it back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, business-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah, smart, but there's no way you're going to not catch this L. Because in the end of the day, it makes you look like you're backing off. And it really does. Look, you can't compete with that juggernaut of a stacked PLE event right now. You got many things already on the card. And many things predicting to be on the card. And the guy did a smart move for his own sake, for his own company. If WWE keeps counter programming like this, it's gonna be tough for him. I think he should have pushed back from that $39.99 because that's complete dumb piece of shooting and stuff. You're not gonna get a lot of people subscribing to HBO Max for this either.
No.
Actually,
what's funny, one of my boys from work, I showed it to him. He was like, "Oh shoot, okay, cool. Like this is pretty cool." I get a message today before you and I talked. He was like, "So I can get AEW All Out for $10 less." I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, instead of 50, I'm paying 40." I'm like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
Yeah, but then you add on.
But then still HBO Max.
So you're actually paying more.
Yeah, literally.
Which is funny. I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, where? Everyone I thought about it, like, where in the world does this make sense? But look, man, I don't know. That was just awful promoting.
Definitely
awful.
not to the sickos.
Man, those sickos are going to be paying for it. Definitely are paying for it a lot. I don't know, man. I really don't know. We're gonna keep you in tune with obviously that All Out PLE. I'm gonna watch both. This gives me more opportunity to watch both. As you know, content creator, this is good for me. As fans, it's not as well. We also got more comments, my man.
Yep. Last one is Gaming Geek 101. Ember Moon with 1,000-day title reign doesn't feel memorable compared to Roman Reigns.
I mean, but here's the thing. When you have Ember Moon hostage in Ring of Honor for most of her fucking title reign, it's not going to feel memorable because you're not watching her every week on TV.
Literally.
You're on YouTube or whatever channel they're putting her on right now. I don't even remember where Ring of Honor is on it. I've seen her fucking wrestle in Ring of Honor, but that was a while back and that was a live event. But I have not watched a Ring of Honor episode ever since AEW really took over. It's not the same thing anymore. It's like a shell of a former self, and it's not as good as it used to be. And I like Ember Moon. I thought she was really great in WWE, and I thought when she was gonna get, going over to AEW, I was really, really hopeful that she was gonna get put
the explosion that she needed.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's still an accomplishment. But it's not the accomplishment that I think people are looking for. Always distracting wallets.
AEW.
I mean, yeah, at this point, they really need a game changer. They're not.
They were winning with the ticket sales. They were really like kind of going up there with Kenny Omega's like, yeah, we're not going to change the ticket price. It's still the same. Cool. All right. And then it's like, oh, but you're doing this. All right.
Yeah. Well, at least their ticket's still cheap. I'll give them credit for that. You still can find a good AEW ticket for a lot less than a WWE ticket. But I don't know, man. We're not gonna go. Well, we could actually let's go in here. AEW's Dynamite. I forgot. AEW's Dynamite. Last episode that came out on Wednesday scored one of its all-time low. Actually, now this is concerning. I think it was 472. This has been one of the lowest scoring Dynamites in history. And now, anyone could say, well, you got to count HBO's numbers. Look, let's just give it 100,000 because I don't think they're getting any more than that. Still one of the lowest scoring Dynamites so far. What do you think of this?
Honestly, dude, that is concerning. Because it's like, okay, let's put it. You're right. So it's 500,000. That still is 100,000 less than your normal viewing.
And think about it, where they were at a couple of years back when CM Punk was there, they were at 1 million. All right, they dropped down to 900, 800, 700, 600, spiked up to show CM Punk's footage from the All In.
Which was stupid to do.
And it did boost up their ratings to 800 and something, and that was the last boost. And then since then, we're at 472 now. This has been really low, concerning, terrifying. They really need a game changer. And you really need to get rid of some people in there that don't need to be there. They're getting paid a lot. Hire some better writers. Hell, Tony Khan. Hell, if you don't want to hire better writers, go to ChatGPT. Put yourself a fucking storyline, and I'm sure that piece of shit AI could come out with something a lot better. I would think so. I don't use that crap, but I think it would.
You can hire us. We'll be cheaper too.
Yeah, I mean, he does hire influencers. He hires this one guy, I forgot his name, but he hires an influencer and he actually gives them tips on what to do with the product. It's ridiculous. I don't understand
Tony
this guy.
Khan, just saying.
What else we got here, comments?
We got a couple. Give
Give
CM Punk a world title.
Well, I think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna get back that world heavyweight title pretty soon. I think by the end of the year. I'll give him a prediction on that. That's gonna happen.
Next one, AEW Acrobats entertaining wildly.
Pretty suited. I mean, look. Not gonna lie, AEW is great wrestling. It really is. But that's about it. Great wrestling. The storyline was it comes and goes. They're not as bad as they used to be. They're getting consistent actually in some of the storylines. Hangman and NJF was getting pretty good. So was the one with Mark Briscoe. There's some stuff that's still great. It's just that they need to expose themselves more commercially. That's what I feel like they're missing. They're not getting the exposure they need because I don't think Tony Khan knows how anymore. They got that big, my God, what is this product? To is already seen you guys. And that's it. And they don't know how to advertise themselves as well as they should compared to WWE's juggernaut. That's the one thing that WWE does well is advertise.
That's what they've always done well.
And then control social media. Tony Khan does not control social media, and that's where he really needs to start moving, the chess pieces to. What else we got?
Another one. WWE willingly withholding entertainment.
That's a good one. Because today's Raw, besides AJ's return, again, same old shit. We'll give you at the most mid product, and I'm being generous, and still charge you an insane amount.
Hey man, some tickets for $48, so dude, I'll take it.
But it doesn't matter. No. That's third party, bro. We're talking about actual sales. They're still charging you $100 for ticket.
Literally.
Yeah, they're still upcharging you ridiculous amount, and we don't even want to think about WrestleMania. And if it's a mid-tier PLE, then seriously, what the fuck? What else we got?
Another one. WWE, we want everything.
Yeah. Monopolizing the wrestling game is not a good thing. I get it. If you're pro WWE, yes, they're number one in the business. They're always going to be number one, right? It's a given. But monopolizing the wrestling game, they buy out TNA like they're talking about. That's not good. That's never going to be good. And then at that point, you have one less promotion to worry about because eventually they'll shut the door for TNA. They're not going to hold them as a developmental territory or program or anything like NXT. They got that already with NXT.
Yeah,
that's not their home. That was their competition. It doesn't matter if they're doing business with them. Once they buy them out, shut it down, give them about 6 months, take the library. We'll sell the library and get as much money as we can with that. Not sell it as someone else, but sell it to whatever subscription. Yeah. And then from there, shut them down. And guess what? You independent wrestlers, one less promotion you could go with. So now we're monopolizing your prices on your contract. And then if they start pushing down Tony Khan, then he can't offer these guys X amount of money. So WWE's like, you either let us pay you what we want or get the hell out the door. So meaning wrestlers are going to make a lot less money. And like I get it, tribalism and all this. But it's not good. It really good for the business. And yes, AEW has its problems, but it's still the number 2 promotion. You still should support wrestling as a whole. You should hope that these other promotions get better. And there's hopefully one day another new promotion comes by and competes with WWE.
Literally.
Competes with AEW. But I don't know. I'm just gonna hope for the best and hope that WWE doesn't take over the fucking world.
Like they did in 2019.
Yeah, like Disneyland.
Literally. And the next one is, I wonder if TV ratings matter as much because people watch highlights on social media. To that point, I'll go ahead and take this one. To that point, you're right. They technically shouldn't, but they still do because it still goes to show you like how popular this program is. If people really watch it like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, it'll probably be different. But again, to go off of his point, it's WWE owns social media.
When it comes to
AEW,
wrestling,
AEW is, you kind of get a couple spots here and there, but your number one thing you're always going to see is WWE.
Yeah.
And I feel like, to go based off of what you said, if Tony Khan really wanted to at least kind of like make a leap and jump for it for this weekend, excuse me, not this weekend, sorry, next weekend, you lower the price down for All Out, or hell, give it with the company, whatever, and then you move forward, and that would at least put you in the talking point.
Yeah.
This way, I feel like you're just basically sinking your own ship.
Yeah. Well, I don't think AEW is going anywhere ever. I think Tony Khan's family just has so much money.
They really do. The Khans have so much money, dude.
Yeah, this isn't like Dixie Carter, where I think the Carters were also rich, but Khans are just filthy rich. There's a difference.
And they still have the Jacksonville Jaguars still on the side.
Yeah, and so those guys, I don't think they're gonna go anywhere until maybe till the dad says you're fucking stupid. But I feel like they have a good relationship overall. This isn't a Shane and Vince situation. This is more of a, all right, son, you do your thing. Because I think Tony Khan technically runs the Jaguars facility and all that stuff. So it's not, AEW is really not his like only business, but it's just more of his fun hobby, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You could only hope, dude, but you're not wrong on what you said. I agree. In the end of the day, I guess WWE did see the writing on the wall when they jumped to Netflix with the streaming, and they're seeing the writing on the wall with social media. They're saying, well, because you notice they're advertising like AJ Lee's return has gotten 92 million on all platforms, which is true.
Yeah.
And that's where they want. That's what they want right now, because they know that's the future, is the TikTok age. The where our attention spans doesn't go that far anymore. And we can't watch the product, but we could watch a 10-second clip and get a lot of views. So that's where they want it at, because they're knowing that's where the future holds. And then they're going to advertise their product there and get more money off of it. It's a smart move. I'm not complaining about it. It actually is really smart. What else they got?
They have multiple pages, though. That's another thing. Do they have a Netflix page, a USA page, or this page, or that page, the other page?
And they're getting paid for all of those.
Literally, dude.
Smart moves. And eventually they're going to start eventually, just like the NFL, was it Rizzo that started throwing commercials now? And people are getting mad.
NFL Red Zone, yeah.
They're going to start doing that more often or not. Okay, we're starting to see it, but they're going to start doing it even worse. What is it? The YouTube page of WWF, they have one for the Attitude. They have one for WCW. Right now it's free unless you don't pay for YouTube Premium. No advertisement. Eventually, they're going to start throwing advertisements on there. And they're going to advertise the shit out of everything with Slim Jims and the
Minute
Maid and the Fireball. There we go. That's the one I was thinking about. Fireball. And all this other shit. It's not going to look good in the future. I mean, it hasn't. It really hasn't. Logan Paul's fucking drink out there.
Prime,
yeah. All right, what else we got?
He said it'd be cool to see Brock's return and AJ's return on the next episode of Unreal.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
I think it will.
I think they will, yeah, because they're going to eventually show us the back. For sure, Brock Lesnar. They're going to show the backstage, like what they went through to get this guy in, and AJ Lee as well. I like Unreal. At first I didn't, but I thought it's not my favorite. But I thought, it's not as bad as it seemed. It does break kayfabe, obviously, but I guess if you look at it as a thing of its own, it's not as bad as people think it might be. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, have you watched the series?
I have not, dude.
Yeah, you should take a look of it. It does give you a good perspective.
I've seen some highlights on social media. I mean, to go based off a movie maker's comment. I mean, I've seen them on social media. I'm like, I really don't want to watch it though. I really don't want to have like at least a good little, just see kind of like the whole show and see what everything they talked about.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was gonna tell you. So did any of you guys actually catch AJ Styles' pipe bomb promo?
Dude,
the commercial. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the son comment, his son's comment.
But that was earlier during the day.
I know, but I mean, that should tell you something, though.
I don't know, dude. I feel like they're trying to do a whole Karrion Kross thing again. Because I don't think this is one of those like actual things. So I still don't think there's no way they're gonna let him talk and not cut off his mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think this is legit. I think this is the work. I feel like if you guys ever remember AJ Styles' Lone Wolf character in TNA, I feel like this is their own version of that. And now that he's going away, I feel like this is his last hurrah. So they're trying to get as much publicity on him to build him up bigger. Because the way it seemed, it just doesn't seem like it's real, but it does seem like a work, but it's a good work in my eyes. I like the direction they're going to. What else we got?
Two more comments. Movie Maker. The heel turn episode is probably the greatest one.
Yeah.
Second, I don't think AJ Styles is leaving because he cut that promo live on Raw. WWE wanted you to see it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a work. I think it's a work. I don't think it's just like a pipe bomb. And then the fact that his son's in on it, I feel like this is all planned. But it's to me, it's a good route they're going to because I feel like AJ really does need his last hurrah to be big. I don't think he's leaving the company. I think he signs a legend contract. I just don't think he's full time. Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to leave WWE. There's no way he's going to go to AEW or any other thing.
He is 48 years old, man, so we don't have a lot of time left.
And why would not collect the paycheck?
Yeah.
Why go wrestle and maybe they'll pay you, but no, just collect the paycheck and call it quits. You had a hell of a career.
Literally.
And Hall of Famer in my eyes, easily.
He is, honestly, easily. First ballot.
He's top 5 of my, I guess you would call it 2010, 2020 generation.
Yeah.
I think I'll give him 3 just because of his wrestling style. It was just really great, phenomenal, I guess you could say. But yeah, that was interesting. That just came out of nowhere, and I remember it was like everywhere was like covering sight to it.
Everyone keeps saying it was towards Triple H.
Well, obviously, I mean, I'm surprised they let him say Luke Gallows. I mean, I guess that's
Carl Anderson and do the thing.
Yeah, I guess that's just he says, hey, you know what? We don't even care anymore. That's true. They let Cena said some of his, ex friends that were in there, Matt Cardona, Claudio,
Yeah.
So I think WWE's being more chill about it compared to Vince that he used to be. But that was kind of nice. You catch some of the Raw tonight?
Yeah, I did.
All right. What do you think overall? Like, but some of the mid-filter segments. What do you think about your girl, Nikki Bella versus Asuka?
I'm glad Asuka made her tap. It was fantastic. It was great. I was excited. It was fun.
Yeah, that was kind of the Asuka's good. Yeah. What do you think of not Roxanne, sorry.
Raquel
Rodriguez.
What a Tejana bomb though, dude. That was a setup. What a beautiful setup that was, dude.
I thought that was a better matchup than what we got for Nikki and
Yes.
To get Lyra and her put up a pretty good solid match.
Well, next week we're gonna have her Lyra versus Roxanne.
That would be really good. I hope so. Those women could wrestle, yeah. They could wrestle really good. I think that would be a really good match.
How do you feel about the little tease? The tension and Judgment Day?
For a while, we kind of simmer off of it.
Now it's back.
I don't know, man. Like, if you're going to start already doing the cracks, just do it. Like, we saw it, like a month ago or 2 with Finn Balor tension, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared.
I think we said it though before. Liv getting hurt really did derail a lot of things that were happening in that faction.
But at the same time, when she got hurt, they were still throwing the tension. There's still the whole Finn getting Roxanne, Finn doing this, Dom doing that. There was still a lot of tension.
Like with the switch too?
Yeah. Well, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, it just simmered off. When they brought in El Gran Americano,
yep,
everything just kind of went to that direction with him and Dom and disappeared the tension. Now we're bringing it back. I think to me, it's like now or never. Either disband this or keep it going because there's no point of teasing.
Have Dom leave. However, though, did you see what happened as Dom left?
Nah.
Roxanne goes, I'll go watch him. And Raquel kept looking at her like, be careful.
So you think they're all in on it now?
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, I guess this is like I think I remember saying earlier through the year. I think this is Dom getting out the Judgment Day, and I think we might finally get a face turn from Dom.
He's getting chill on Otsumoto. He's becoming a favorite. He's on commercials now too.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a good wrestler. He's a good promo. He has everything. He has the whole package. I don't see why not.
Oh, Dom may win the AAA Mega title on Friday.
Yeah, that's rumored to happen. I do think he might win. Yeah, I see it. They have to. I feel like they're gonna give him the strap to give that notoriety out there for AAA.
Yeah,
and it looks good for both promotions. I'll give him that. Yeah, and
you bring Hijo de Vikingo more over to WWE. Really start exposing that brand.
They're already bringing on all those AAA wrestlers to the Raw and SmackDown brand. So
but it's
why
like
not?
you bring them more out, you start putting them more on like on PLEs and stuff, and not just Worlds Collide.
And then you can sell their mask and
for $100
for a fucking insane fee, which everybody wins in WWE. And the consumer, we win it too because we get the cheap.
We got the novelty
$10
prices.
Yeah. So I do see that. What do you think?
I see it.
How long do you think Dom holds it for?
I don't even know, dude, because I thought, honestly, Intercontinental, he was going to hold it for at least at most 3 months. He's held it past that. So, because I'm like, by the time we start calling him like the greatest and stuff, yeah, they're going to cut him. But he's been keeping the strap and keep going forward.
Because, I mean, he does get eye to the product. He does get a good reaction. I think he's just perfect at his role right now.
Naturally.
I think he's going to be the future star of WWE only if they push him the right way. And hopefully they don't bury him with the past legends constantly, which he probably will eventually, but yeah.
When he's older. Do you see Dom and Damian teaming up again down the road after he leaves Judgment Day?
Probably. But Damian's on SmackDown right now, so one of them has to switch. Yeah. I know they're supposed to be the brand split. I mean, it's coming up, but I don't think Damian's leaving SmackDown anytime soon.
He has a whole thing with
that's so boring. There's nothing good coming out of that.
For an ex-champion, no.
For both of them. Yeah. For the hype for Aleister coming back, he's just the same thing. He's doing nothing. And Damian, for the next WWE champ that was on big,
really huge
storylines. He's gone to like mid-tier level. It's ridiculous.
Oh shit, that's the mid-tier, but okay.
What else we got?
I think Dom and Liv will become a power duo.
Yeah, could see that. They both turn face and they both go against the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called now.
Aleister Black has his old theme song back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like all the hype that's created for Aleister Black is not there in the ring like that.
No.
He needs someone to help him.
I mean, I don't think there's no help, dude. This is another Karrion Kross situation. Even if he gets the hype, it doesn't go anywhere. It just Triple H doesn't see him as that guy anymore.
We didn't see him. He came back and it was cool. It's like Andrade. He came back. He was hyped. He fell off, went up. So it's like,
well, Aleister was supposed to be the next big guy coming out of NXT, and he was supposed to be really huge. And he was getting good reactions. And then Vince kind of screwed him over. We know what he did in AEW. He was kind of disappeared from that promotion for the longest. Then when he was supposed to come back here, he was supposed to be like, all right, we're going to get the real Aleister finally. We're going to get that actual run that we were looking for. And then it's a complete shit show.
Black with Paul Heyman would be a nice pairing. I think anybody with Paul Heyman is a nice pairing.
I mean, but that's the thing. I don't think Paul wants to keep, being manager forever.
No.
You got to find another manager. You got to find Paul Heyman's not going to live forever. Paul Heyman's not going to be in wrestling forever. We got to find the next mouthpiece.
I feel like it could be Sami Zayn.
I don't
Kevin
know.
Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah. Well, because if he can't come back to the ring, Sammy would still be in the ring by then. I think it would be Kevin Owens. Yeah, I can see Kevin Owens, but it's not okay. So put it this way: it's not easy transitioning from being a wrestler to being a manager. This is the reason why Big E's more backstage. Backstage is what is he doing again? The post show, pre-show thing. That's why he's far away from the ring. Because when you get closer to the ring and you're not yet done, you get that itch.
You get the itching.
You get that itch, and that's why he doesn't want to do too much storylines with like the New Day and stuff. That's also his call because he doesn't want to get that itch. Like, well, what if I could get one more match in? It's hard. It's sad.
But his neck is still broken.
Yeah, I think he did say he was done with wrestling, so he's not coming back. You were champion.
Yeah,
that's a good run. To me, that's still a good run. He still had people are still gonna remember Big E no matter what.
That's right.
What else?
That's it. That's the last comment that I said.
Okay, Black with Paul Heyman. Interesting.
You have to put him in Vision, but I don't think they're gonna put him in Vision because he's too old.
Yeah, the man's old, man. Overall, that SmackDown was just filtered out. Besides the Cena and then the AJ Lee segments, it was just all filter in there, With Julia too, they're basically throwing her down the drain.
Julia didn't get a reaction at all.
But it's just that WWE Triple H does not know how to book her. It's just ridiculous. There's a lot of talent there. It really is.
Oh, we got a prediction. LA Knight turns heel and joins the Vision. Can't beat him, join him.
I don't know, man. Jay's been.
What Jay did tonight, I don't know though.
That's what I was gonna say. You know how they had that segment where Jimmy's like, you know what? You're sounding like Roman. And that got to me. I'm like, man, that's a heel turn. And then obviously, Jay
Spears LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of pushing like Jay to a heel, and I like it. Cause look, the whole Yeet thing is gonna get stale eventually. I'm not saying it is right now, but it's going to happen. You could still get the reaction, well, Yeet. But as a heel, it'll be impressive. It'll be nice to see. It's be something that no one's gonna look at, and he could go after another title run this way.
You could,
and I could see him more of the main event this way, and he probably could do a lot better on the mic. Because I feel like he has that Roman thing where he's probably a lot better heel than he is a face.
Oh, he was a heel for a while. When was the last time he was heel? Shoot. Aside from Bloodline.
The Usos were never really a heel faction. They were sort of, but
no, they really weren't.
Nah,
I'm trying to think about it.
Nah, because even when they were feuding with the New Day, they were always face. Hell of fucking matches though between both of them.
Well, we all thought Cody was going to turn at SummerSlam. Maybe it's just to add an edge. There should be an extra edge to Jay's character.
Well, okay, so put it this way. It's a tough one. Both your guys are your top babyface. To me, I think LA Knight's a lot bigger.
Yes.
To me, I think Jay sells a lot merch. LA Knight gets
more reaction.
Yeah, and he has a better promo.
He's better on the microphone.
LA Knight as a heel works though. He's good as a heel. I remember seeing him a lot in TNA as a heel. It was great. I think he does good promo work as a heel. Could it work? Yes. I guess since LA Knight's getting older, in the way WWE looks at things, Jay sells merch. LA Knight is getting older. You could turn one heel, and that would be LA Knight from a business aspect.
Yeah.
Jay push on babyface until they boom out the ring like Cena.
Yeah, pretty much. And Cody.
Yeah. So yeah, it could be LA Knight. I guess. What would it happen then? Would it happen in WrestlePalooza?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, who games? Who runs this game? I guess.
Literally.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
So WrestlePalooza, we'll see. We'll see if your prediction comes true. We're gonna remember that. All right, it's gonna be one of our predictions. LA Knight turns heel.
Yes or no?
You know what? For the fuck of it, I'm just gonna say yes. Yeet.
Dang it.
Yeah.
You took mine.
Let's talk about. You remember this person, Ronda Roddy Rousey?
Why?
She does not want to come back from WWE.
We don't want her back.
I didn't know you speak for WWE now.
I do speak for WWE. We don't want her back.
Oh damn, man. Tribalism at its finest. Well, put it this way. She did say that, look, I don't want to come back. I mean, we're not shocked. She did wrote a whole book against WWE last year. And I think it got, what's his name, fired. Was it last year or 2 years ago? It got, what's his name, Drew Gallic? Gallup? I forgot his name. It was Drew. I remember him. He had a feud with Daniel Bryanson in WWE. He was supposed to be like the guy, sort of, the mid card, and then eventually disappeared. He got him fired from the time that he was trying to pull down Ronda Rousey's pants. So I feel like some of that was true.
Oh, Drew Gulak.
Yeah. I feel like some of that was true because they fired the guy right away. They wouldn't have done it if it wasn't true.
True.
And I knew then she'll never come back. And she did say that the reason why is because Shayna Blazer and her friend Marine Shakir is not in the promotion. They're in AEW, and says she ever return back, I'll return to the superior company, which is AEW. So, hey, wait a minute. Now that she says that, I got another prediction. She'll come out and All Out.
I feel like that's gonna happen.
I can see that happening. You know what? That'll be some shit. Fuck it. I'll go with that. Hey, that's one way to get the social media.
Literally.
Because whether you like it or not, Rousey still gets eyes on her. Yeah, she still gets eyes on her. She still has a good fan base, I'm sure.
Somewhere. Ronda, rinse, and repeat Rousey.
Yeah.
The Amber Barbie debuts in AEW. Hey, the armbar Barbie debuts in AEW.
Well, I mean, I can see that. It makes sense for her to appear in AEW. It'll be a good way to get eyes on the social media aspect that Tony Khan's looking for. Whether you like it or not, she does have a following. I could see that happening, and I could see that happening all out weekend. Otherwise, yeah, she's never going to come back to WWE. No. But hey, gotta give her credit where credit's due. She just started. She did help with that whole women's evolution PLE.
She really did.
That everything was based on her. It was that PLE was brought out just for her, because without her we wouldn't have that PLE. We wouldn't have part 2 to it.
Literally.
The what else we got? Let's see, no more comments. So yeah, dude, overall it's been one stack a week of wrestling news, my man.
They want Nikki Bella to do what AJ Lee is to the women's division.
They want Nikki Bella to do what AJ Lee's to the women's division. I'm a little confused here.
I think for the longest time, if I read rumors true, they tried to race AJ Lee with Nikki Bella. Like, longest title reign, long as this, like, everything was like about Nikki Bella because they were trying to erase AJ Lee. This past Friday when she came out, it showed. No matter how much you tried, no one really appreciated Nikki Bella. We still loved AJ Lee, and we still love AJ Lee. So I think that's what that comment's more in regards to. That's just me, though.
I don't know. I got to get more explanation to that comment, but I don't know. Do you know that they both had beef with each other back in the day?
Yeah.
Really big beef.
That's right. That's what AJ said what she said. Oh, you know what, though? Super really random, just a small little segment. How do you feel about Wade Barrett?
What about him?
He got fired.
Did he?
They basically said he's off the road.
But did he get released?
So far, they haven't said like officially he got released, but they're saying because of Nikki Bella comment he made during Clash of Paris.
Unless he gets released, I don't think he gets fired right away.
Well, SmackDown's commentator team did get changed on Friday.
But I mean, we did see Corey Graves off that stuff for a while, so.
But he's not even an NXT, dude. Like, he got completely written off.
I mean, he could just take some time off. I don't know. Unless I see a release, I see it to believe it. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. I think he's one of the best commentators they got.
He really is, dude.
Because Michael Cole is not that great like he used to be. I don't like Pat McAfee. I'm sorry, I just don't like the guy. So I think Wade Barrett's one of the best.
He is.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella is not a pioneer of the women's revolution. It was AJ Lee who was, but WWE keeps pushing Nikki as someone who started the women's revolution. She was a part of the Divas era.
Okay, so when you put it that way, good explanation to it. I agree, 100%. AJ Lee was the one to stand out. I don't think AJ Lee was like the greatest women wrestler. I think she was just the one to like, what's it called? She was the CM Punk of that time.
Yeah.
Where she's like, you know what? Let's cut the bullshit. Enough of this diva shit. We want women wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know, she showed what women could really do. And she wasn't the best on the ring. She was pretty good on the mic. But like, you know, she did push. She was one of those people that went against,
the grain.
Yep. And she did a fantastic job. And she, for the longest time, you know, I know Nikki and her had beef, and I think it was rumored that Nikki was trying to push down her push, but yet she still found herself with top of the card segments, and not just with women, with wrestlers, men wrestlers, Cena, Kane, Bryan Danielson,
Dolph
Ziggler. My God, like the list goes on. She was pushed out there. And I can see what you're saying, because I did remember Nikki defeating that long reign title, but that was a WWE petty move, like they always do. They did the same thing with CM Punk eventually with Roman Reigns. When they heard that, you know, CM Punk was in AEW, what did they do? They made Roman Reigns' title reign prolong a little longer to defeat that record. It made sense. This stuff happens. Obviously, you know, business aspect, you don't want the guy who bashes you, you know, to have a long title reign still out there. You're going to defeat it eventually. So yeah, for a while they did want to push AJ Lee out, and they're still pushing that like Nikki Bella is still a pioneer wrestling. I don't see it. I really don't. I mean, Nikki does have a lot of fans. That's something that you can't take away, unfortunately. But yeah. What else we got?
How did you feel about Nikki's performance versus Becky at Clash of Pairs?
I think we discussed that shit right after it happened. The reason, I mean, like, God, that was so awful. And it was the worst thing I ever seen, that she just went for that kick on the top rope and completely missed. And then Becky tried to sell it, but then realized, well, this is just stupid. She didn't even touch me. So she's like, whatever. Grabbed her and tried to, you know, make the most out of it. Look, Nikki Bella. I'm not telling you she was the worst wrestler of them all. I don't think that. I think she's average. I think during that era, she had the look. She was a decent wrestler at the time. Now she's a lot ring rust, really bad. But at the time, she was a decent wrestler, decent on the mic, had the look, and was popular because of the whole Total Divas. That's what it was. And then she had her own show.
Total Bellas.
Total Bellas. There we go. She was the right person for the right time during that era. It was a whole different era. I can't take that away. She was still popular back then.
I heard WWE disliked her attitude following that match.
Why so? If you can elaborate, I think I missed something here. Like,
I missed something for sure.
Yeah, like if you know something or heard a rumor or something, let us elaborate, please, because I would like to know. That got me interested a bit. Because if she got mad, I mean, look, I'm sure her sister Bree watched that match, and she probably had that itch. You know, she had that itch for a while to come back to wrestling. I feel like she watched that match. She's like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't wrestle. Like, maybe if she can't do any better than me, I don't want to get in the ring either.
Do you think John Cena done with the heel, and do you think he will have a rival with Brock?
So do I think if he's done with being a heel?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. It just didn't work out very well.
Will he have a rivalry with Brock? No, I think it's just a one trick pony. That's it. Just like all these matches have been.
So here's my beef with the whole Brock versus Cena. I still think it's awful. And the reason I say that is just that we just have Brock doing the same old shit coming in beating the crap out of Cena and telling him, "I'll see you at WrestlePalooza, bitch." Like, yeah, it sounds a little badass, but I would like to see at least Brock explain himself for once. Build a card, man, because it just doesn't seem. It just doesn't seem like a great opponent for Cena in his last match. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. We got no more, like, we didn't get any storyline out of it. It's just like, can we at least get like why he doesn't like Cena? There's a lot of ways you could say that. Like, I was the top guy in OVW coming up when Cena came out, and I was the guy in WWE. I had a rookie year, which he did. Like, when him and Cena came up around the same time, and he would destroy Cena every single time they wrestled. He would destroy him. And then when Brock left, Cena was the guy, and he could come off with that. When I left, you got the ball, and you only got the ball because I left. Otherwise, I would have been, in control of the whole organization for years to come. There could have been a good storyline. I just don't see this really that great. I don't even think the match is going to be great.
There was a report stating WWE was not happy with her performance and did not like her attitude backstage after the PLE was over.
Could be. If I wonder what she would say. Well, again, it's rumors. We don't know if it's true. So be interesting to see if anything more comes out of that.
Do you think John Cena will win the IC title before he retires?
No. No, I don't think I think he's done winning titles. He's just gonna go out the way he does. But no, yeah, I don't think Cena versus Brock's gonna be any good. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't. It seems lackluster. Yeah, we had a little pop with the crowd, but did you enjoy any of that stuff? I didn't. I thought it was just kind of dumb. Like, it's the same thing we see all the time with Brock Lesnar. I feel like it's losing its appeal.
Well, because he doesn't have his mouthpiece anymore.
Well, Brock in the mic is really good. Brock,
but WWE never built him to be that. WWE built him to just arrive, smash, leave. Arrive, smash, leave.
Yeah, but once again, it's bad booking. Yeah. WWE's bad booking. I just don't think it's a great match or storyline. I think this is going to be a complete shit show.
Well, we'll see Friday because Brock is supposed to come on a SmackDown and say whatever he's got to say. We'll see what he does.
Oh, wow. That's going to be surprising. Where's Friday at?
I think South Carolina, something like that.
I wonder why it's showing up there. All right. What else we got? What's going on with AJ Styles?
And what are your thoughts?
Like we said, it's a work. I don't think they're just going to allow him to get a mic, even if it is during commercials, and not cut off his mic if it's actually a shoot, type of style of reaction that he gave to the fans. I think this whole thing is just a work, and it's a good work at that. I think it's a game changer for AJ Styles. It's kind of like his lone wolf character in TNA, which I liked. And it's its last run with the company because his contract expires. And in interviews, he did say that once his contract expires, that's it. He's hanging up the boots. He's gonna take that part-time role, which would probably be backstage, and spend more time with his family, because that's what he was always been about the last few years. Is that, look, when my contract expires, I'm done with wrestling, and I want to spend more time with my family. So I like the direction they're going, and it'll be interesting to see what comes about it. Do you think, actually, now that we're speaking about this, do you think the OC comes back? Do you think maybe they get, just for the fuck of it, for one more, run, they'll get Anderson and Luke Gallows?
Why not? I see it.
Yeah.
Can Meacham come back?
Yeah, get them all back for just one last run.
Yeah. By the way, it's in Norfolk, Virginia. This SmackDown. Norfolk, Virginia. Why is he going to go there? I don't know. Other one. Brock's appearances are music hits, 1 or 2 F5s, and leaves.
Exactly my point. It's fucking lackluster, boring. I mean, look, it's a nice pop, but that's it. The whole storyline, you could have done a lot more to it, and you did it. So, another bad booking decision there.
Faithful baller. Daniel Bryanson details last-minute WWE offer before his AEW debut.
I heard about that. I really did. Interesting. It really is what he was saying about that Vince did try to approach him to give him one more contract offer. So things could have gone a different direction there. And Brian Danielson wouldn't have debuted it at All Out in Chicago with the same time that Adam Cole did.
Yeah.
And they also told him, was all this planned from the beginning? He goes like, well, I didn't sign my contract 3 days before that event with AEW. I signed my contract, so I don't know. This whole thing just worked out well. Because to me, that was one of the best debuts.
It really was.
On, AEW in a while. Before the Punk thing. Yeah. I still think Punk's number one. I think Punk's in general return has been like probably the loudest pop I ever heard.
It really was.
Yeah.
Heck, it was the first thing. But what are your final thoughts, though?
Final thoughts is that they really got to do something better with this whole Brock Lesnar storyline. To be Cena's last run, it's been really lackluster. I mean, yes, the Logan Paul and Cena storyline was really good compared to what I thought it was going to be. But this Brock and Cena doesn't look good. I'm sorry, but it's just lackluster. What do you think?
Honestly, I think that at this point, it's place to get Nikki Bella off of the camera. She's just annoying to me. Off topic, but your thoughts on Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather being announced?
Is that really a thing?
It really is.
What do I think is going to win? Floyd Mayweather.
It's a freaking joke. It's that plain and simple.
But I mean, Mike Tyson is just old, bro. Yeah, he's not going to win any matches. I don't care. Look, man, I don't care how many people knocked out. Look, man, we're at an age. Your power decreases, your speed decreases, your testosterone decreases. Unless you're taking steroids or, whatever HRT, you can't beat Father Time. Mike Tyson's just a shell of his former self. I'm one of those guys that doesn't think Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson was rigged. I do think Jake Paul did beat him. I don't think Mike Tyson was holding back because I don't think he has anything left. He's too old, and he did a lot of drugs. He didn't take care of himself when he was younger. Now he is, but that doesn't mean anything. He's done. Floyd Mayweather is old, but not that old, and he still probably keeps himself in good shape. A joke of a fight, whatever it is, exhibition.
Exhibition.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's just for the people to pay to just get him rich. That's it.
I mean,
I'm not gonna pay
another Mayweather paycheck, which I mean, I'm a big fan of Mayweather, so I'm gonna watch it. But yeah,
enjoy it. What do you think will be John Cena's last SmackDown ever? It was actually this past Friday in Chicago. He did confirm it. He's not coming back to SmackDown. He's done. And they're going to just, and then between Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, nothing. Just talk a whole bunch of trash. That's it. That's really it. But back to my final thoughts.
Where do you get that from? Because
what do you think they will, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Mike Tyson versus Floyd. And that's when that comment came in.
I think you don't think he's referring to his own the Cena's, because it's this was a whole different comment.
And then it goes to that one. We answered it, which is the last Friday. And then what do you think they will do? So if you're talking about the Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson, we're kind of in when you gave that comment. We're talking about the John Cena SmackDown.
Yeah, I think it was the John Cena SmackDown. But no, that was the last one in Chicago.
That's where he started his whole career.
Yeah, so it makes sense. And now after that, we only got a couple of Raws left.
Like 3, 4. We don't have a lot of Raws, which is funny because he spent a lot of basically almost his whole career on Raw.
I think his last Raw's in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that they fought for that too. They fought that really hard to get him there because they really wanted his last Raw to be there. And then after that, we were just on to Saturday night's main event for his final hurrah. It's coming to an end, man. It's still shocking to see, but yeah, this is his final run, obviously. So when we get there, we'll get there, man. It's gonna suck, but
literally. Do you think they will do what they did with Ric Flair on his last Raw? Yeah.
Oh yeah, give him his moment, flowers. Yeah, of course.
You have to for him. You have to.
Yeah, it's for Cena, man. Cena's the GOAT. I mean, the GOAT for sure of our time. I don't even think that man's gonna return anytime soon. I'm gonna be surprised he even fucking returns by WrestlePalooza. I mean, he has to, but
I highly doubt it with the movie going.
They should just end his title reign.
I agree.
Yeah. Will they bring out people like Ric Flair had all his homies? Outside people? That's interesting. Would imagine. I think there's a possibility they could bring Chris Jericho. You know, I forgot. I think Cena was
maybe even Matt Cardona.
Yeah, he'll bring out Jericho because I think Jericho came out to congratulate him one time on video, and they showed it. WWE showed it when Jericho was still in AEW. I forgot it was Cena's something celebration. Yeah, they'll bring a couple of guys. Yeah. But otherwise, final thoughts. That's my final thought.
My final thoughts as well.
Yeah, look, guys, we appreciate the comments tonight. You guys are great, like always. Subscribe, like, dislike, comment, please. We'll appreciate all of it. Trust me, all of it. Thank you for joining. We'll be back next week, same time, Monday. Till then, peace.
Last comment. Yeah. Chris Jericho coming back to WWE. I heard rumors. Wait to see.
Well, stay tuned. To be continued.